Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back for another week here with ERN F1 Division 3 Round 11. So, I think this is halfway through the season now, wouldn't you agree, Ramos?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's 22 races, I believe, so halfway there, another half to go. I think this takes us just past January, doesn't it?
Yeah, just into the next 2021 next year, that's for sure.
That's scary to say.
I know, it's not nice to say that.
Too old for this now. Just loading up the track delta. We've got the two Alpha Tauris out. Crowd door. No, he's not the first one. GR8 is going to be the first one around the track here today. So maybe a little bit of team orders, you could say, a bit working together to get Crown door, bit of slipstream.
So,
God.
I have just got some confirmation that is dry for both the qualifying and the race. So, hopefully, with some luck, obviously they're going to have a dry race. So, hopefully, some good racing, that's for sure. Because obviously the other divisions, a bit unfortunate with having the rain at the race with Division 1 and Division 2 both having rainy race sessions. So hopefully we're going to see some great racing in the drive for the first time at Austria.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Just working out how to... couldn't find my tyres, but we'll get there in the end. But should we take a board on with GR8?
Yep.
His first person going to be set a lap.
So here we're coming down into turn 1, very quick DRS open, hard braking zone, taking a nice section of the inside curb. Yeah, very nice, not running too wide, DRS is activated. Has come round to the dodgy turn 3. He's going very fast now with a very low setup. As turn 3, hard braking zone, in between the 100 and the 50 boards. Takes that very nicely into turn 3, getting ready for the next DRS zone. DRS is then activated as we come down, getting ready for turn 4. A very difficult corner, very easy to lock it up, but GR8 shows us how to do it perfectly, using a good amount of curb on the outside as well. As we come into turn 5 and now turn 6, almost a sweeping corner, a little bit of a lift, a little bit of a throttle on as we come to the next corner. Very nicely done there, not going to go too wide, that's a good line there. Just coming into turn 9. I find this is a very difficult corner because you don't want to go too much on the inside curb or the outside curb. GR8 does it beautifully there. Final corner, very nicely done, doesn't invalidate it, and that's going to be a nice solid lap. By
105.4, that's good from him, and then crowd indoor comes in with a 104.3, so that's really good from him. Big improvement. So I don't know if I didn't really catch there if there's a bit of a toe going on or if left a bit of a gap. So Massey sets a new lap of 142. Dame set a 137. That's a really good lap there. Who else is coming in? Everyone's coming across the line. Beardo Wheels has come across with a 105.4. Someone is off the track down there. Carve, yes, he's come across with a 105.8. Next across the line will be an Alfa Romeo. If Zach is beast, no, his teammate Will Howard, or the setting a lap. I think he'll be setting a lap. Yes, as crowd does sets. Oh no, oh great, I've got a bit of a glitch at the bottom of my screen. And Fragstar sets a 104.0, so that's good from him.
Yeah, already. Obviously, the banking laps are coming in quick and fast, that's for sure. I believe there's a Williams about to cross the line of Massey. Yeah. I believe.
I think that's Kylie Boy.
Sorry, yeah, Kylie Boy is just crossed the line with a 105.2. So, very competitive times already in the early stages of qualifying. But pretty close already, that's for sure. Very close grid, which is very good to see from Division 3.
Yeah, it's really good to see. A few drivers invalidating the lap while we're looking through. I've got a bit of a glitch at the bottom of my screen with crowd indoor constantly there with the fastest lap. That's going to get on my nerves. As GR8 is going really slow, so I don't know what's going on with him. Just got out of the way of one of the cars back there, trying to do a lap of, I think it might have been Will Howard. So Will Howard comes across the line to go P12, just talking about him, but I think it was his teammate. Maybe it was Zach Spees, as he's just come into the pits. So a few drivers yet to set laps.
Yeah, very interesting so far. I've just had a look at down the grid. Will Howard, Zach Beast, and Shadow Wolf all stuck on the medium tyres, so obviously they're going to probably go for the alternate strategy of the medium to softs.
Zach is... Zach's retired.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what's happened there. It looks like everyone
He hasn't gone off around a train.
But it looks like everyone's sort of coming back out for their next lap, or some of the late runners starting their base time laps as well.
Yeah, it's quite a short track, this. It's, what is it, around, yeah, well, you can see it right here, about a minute and 4, 5, a bit of a slower lap, maybe 15 if you're going really slow. So you don't really have, like some tracks, what's a really long track?
Spa.
France, Spa, yeah. You have to juggle your time a bit more around that. Because obviously people, you got to go round. It takes a while.
Sorry, Teo Taui has just gone third fastest with a 104.2, just 2/10 off of Fragstar. Very good time from him there.
Yeah, it's really good. Quite close. This top 3, 4, from 3rd to 5th and 6th. Yeah, that top 6 are really close.
Yeah, and someone to look out for, A-Turk, our new driver for Division 3 today, which has set his first lap of the qualifying session today with a 105.4. It's a very good lap from him for being a new driver.
Yeah, Finchit Racing's just done his out lap now, crossing the line to start his flying lap. Who will be next across the line? I think it'll be Big G. Yeah, he's just coming across the line now. I believe this is a time set, or is he going for another lap? No, he's going for another lap, sorry. So, people on these second laps, if you could say. Who else? Ferrari's quite slow. Maybe a bit of slipstream going to go on there. No, he's just going really slow, so he's going to come into the pits, I'd presume. Yeah, he's coming to the pits. Total Recall, I believe that's second lap. No, he came into the pits. God, I got that wrong. Crowd indoor, maybe. His lap's invalidated. Anyone's lap not invalidated?
I just rode on with Dame Zero, whose lap was just invalidated. It was on a pretty quick lap, it was looking like.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks you either get it hooked up or you don't.
But I just want to talk about Teo Taui for a sec. So last race at France was his debut race, and
Finchit Racing's gone fastest for 103.7.
Yeah, only just in front of Dame Zero. Sorry, so Teo Taui was his debut drive around France, and he did a really great job for his first race. And so obviously he's going to be someone that we're going to keep an eye on for this race around Austria.
Yeah, it's always nice to see fresh blood in the around there. But this is a good track for overtaking, I'd say. You got obviously some long straights going up into turn 3. That's a good overtaking spot. Turn 1, if you just get in front, I'd say is a nice overtaking spot. And then just out of sector 2 into sector 3, that's a good place to overtake if you can get alongside someone.
Yeah, it's just
this crowd. I'm sorry, no, never mind.
It's just
This crowd indoor does go faster, so I predicted it with a 103.4. So he goes to the top of the timing sheets.
As Billy has just crashed out of the session in sector 2, just coming down to turn 4. As I believe if you go on with Dingle Dolphin, you can see him.
Oh, good, he's in the middle of the track.
Yeah, but luckily Ghosting is not in this section, so hopefully it wouldn't be too much of a problem for our drivers in Division 3.
There's a lot of people on out laps now. Go try and find someone on a flying lap. I think Dame might be on that. No, he's not. Teammate is of Dingo Dolphin though. He's on a good lap so far. He's a 10th down in sector 2, so just got these final corners left to go. See if he can get up in the top 5 maybe. It's coming around the last corner now. Where's this going to put him? Looks like it's going to be a really good lap. Where's this going to put him? Ow. Anticlimactic.
Yeah, he did improve by 2/10, just catching a little bit more up to Big G, and is now only just a couple hundredths of a second behind Big G in 7th place. So, although he did improve, it wasn't enough to gain a position.
Yeah, I think it might be Massey next across the line. Yes, it is coming around the last corner now. That looks really quick coming around there. Carried a lot of momentum going through that corner. So where's he going to put him? P5 with 104.2. So he jumped up a position there. Next across the line, Big G. Yeah, he's going to be next across the line.
I believe he's going to be starting a lap.
Oh, right. Starting a lap, never mind. We'll get there, folks, with qualifying. We'll get there. Towie now, coming across the line. Ooh, didn't get the lap invalidated. He goes quite wide there. Because that can be a bit of a difficult corner. But he does improve by... No, sorry, he went a bit slower there.
Yeah, he is starting his final lap as well.
As Total Recall is going to come across the line now to set his first lap of a 1:03.7. So I think he had a few invalidated laps, but that's made up there. Next across the line would be Carve, but I don't think he improves there. A Renault next of Fin2 Racing, no. Shadow Wolf, I believe he started a lap now, so that'll be... He's the only person not to set a lap so far. As Shadow Wolf goes off into the grass and damages his front wing there. I think that's it for the time being. Everyone there has been on flying laps.
Yeah, just looking at Total Recall and Fin2 Racing and Dame Zero, all only separated... Well, they're all in the 103.7, so they're only separated by under a tenth. Second, third and fourth. So that is very close for Division 3 as well.
Yeah, it's really good to see when you got nice close qualifying times, because you tend to have a bit closer racing then, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, so far the grid is looking quite competitive. And I mean, Crowding Door is set an absolute blistering lap of a 103.4. I mean, that is just incredible in terms of Division 2 standards. So maybe he's going to be looking for a promotion up to Division 2.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Carve there for the last, just going around the last corner, and he went 8,000th quicker, so he just needs to gain a little bit more time there. He's done a 1:05.7, and the guy in front is the newbie of, how do you say that?
A-Turk.
I'm not... A-Tech.
A-Turk.
He's done a 1:05... A-Turk, sorry. I was tempted to put on a British like a proper... A-Turk!
Yeah. But I think Carve needs to understand that he's on 3-lap old softs, so probably needs to get off of those and put a fresh set of softs on, don't you think?
I hope so. I mean, yesterday I did Osako... Oh, no, Bruno Wills there, he went 10th fastest with 1:04.4. Like, you can get away with doing a lap and then doing another lap, as long as you don't do a bit of a Max Verstappen and... Who was it? Oh, Stroll crashing into each other. You can get away with doing a lap and then a lap if you've got plenty of battery left, but because you tend to go a little bit quicker because those tyres are a bit more worn in a sense. But if you go over that, it's kind of a bit of a waste of time having to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just better to go on a nice fresh set of softs and just get a nice lap and probably not underfuel the car a lot, but just don't have as much fuel so you can be as light as you can possibly be.
Yeah, trying to find people on laps. A lot of people just started laps. God, I'm trying to find people. Big G's go really slow around the last corner as he looks like he's in low fuel mode.
Yeah, and I think these people are coming out to start their final run of the day, and hopefully we're going to hopefully see
nice
the
mayhem for us.
Yeah, hopefully see some.
Kylie Boy's going to be the first person to come across the line. Where's this going to put him? He's going to go P11 with 1:04.7, so that's good from him. Ferrari next of Total Recall. He's done a 1:03.7.
He's just starting his final lap.
Oh, he's just starting. Never mind. Mercedes came across the line there, I believe. Yeah, Fragso, he's starting the lap as well. Massey, is he going to come across the line? Yes, he is, and he improves by 5/10, putting him in P2 of a 1:03.6. That's a really good one from him. Next across the line will be Dingo Dolphin, but he's going to start a lap now. Racing Point next. Towie, yes, he's going to come across the line. Can he improve? No, he's going to start a lap. God. Now for Towery, but he's going into the pits. Who's next? And Alfa Romeo, Zach is beast. No. Will Howard, he pits. Renault. Yeah, Shadow Wolf, is he going to set a time now?
No, he's going to start his time now as well.
Of course he is. Total Rico, will he be the next one to come across with a time?
Yeah,
That looks like a really decent corner there. There you go, that last bit of corners up really well there. So where's this going to put him? He improves by 5 thousandths of a second. Next across the line will be Mercedes of Fragstar. He improved by 1/10, but I don't think he gained any positions there. Alfa Romeo next of Will Howard maybe? No, he's in the pits. Can't find the Alfa Romeo. Red Bull of Dingo Dolphin next. He improves, but sorry, he doesn't improve. He's second down, but his lap was invalidated. Racing Point of Towie, he came across the line, but I don't think he improved there. As Dame Zero's going out to see if he can challenge maybe for a pole position, as we know he's been very quick this season. Racing Point again of the newbie. Where's this going to put him? You know, he's starting a lap as well. Oh, God. Renault, is he going to start a lap? A Shadow Wolf, yes. I don't think he set a time. I think he might have been invalidated. He runs a bit wide there, so I believe he's going to go for another flying lap. Another Renault, Fin2 Racing. He's going to start a lap. Cool. Ferrari, no. Alfa Romeo of Zaki's Beast. He's going to come across the line. He goes 1/10 quicker, sorry, with a 1:04.3. That's good enough for 9th place. And then Alfa Tauri there of GR8. No, it won't GR8. Crowd indoor. He improves by 2 thousandths of a second. Next to the Red Bull pair, Dame Zero will be the first of them to come across the line. So where's this going to put him? P1 with a 1:03.3, so he is challenging for that pole position. Goes 4/10 quicker. Next is a Racing Point of... he goes 5/10 quicker. I don't think he moves up. No, he doesn't. He stays where he is. In P15. Another Alfa Romeo of Zaki's Beast. Is he on the lap? Yes, he is, but he's 2 seconds slower on this lap, so this might be an in-lap for him. Shadow Wolf pits. His teammate of Fin2 Racing crossing the line now. He goes 2/10 quicker. That's good enough for P4. Another Alfa Tauri. No. With crowd indoors. He gonna? Yeah, I believe he's on the lap now. Coming around the last corner as he comes into pit. And the Red Bull Dingo Dolphin's going to be the next one to cross the line. Is he going to pit? No, he's not. He's going to set a lap. So where's this going to put him?
But his lap has been invalidated as well.
As the checkered flag has been sent out. So this will have to be their last runs if they're going to get... They're doing runs. Big G will be the next one to cross the line. He hasn't invalidated his lap so far. He's been really cautious there. Sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't. Where's this going to put him? He goes up into P7, so that's a good lap from him. Alfa Romeo of Total Recoil as Zaki's Beast is in the pits.
As in
Will Howard. Yeah. Will Howard it was, yeah, sorry. He goes P13. That's a good lap from him. Fin2 Racing. No, he's coming in now. He's on an in-lap, but he's just going to cross the line to finish it off. Unless he does a practice start for us, it'd be nice to see. I think that's everyone finished now.
Yep.
Well, that was hectic. So, Dame's on pole once again. We need someone to challenge him. Getting a bit annoying.
I mean, crowd indoor isn't far off. It's only just a 10th separating P1 and P2. And then only just 2 cents behind is Massey with a 1:03.6. So, and then behind him, only by a 10th, is 1:03.7 of Fin2 Racing. So, I mean, the top 4 are pretty close together. And just generally, the rest of the grid is very close together, really compact. Like, take, for example, P4, P5, and P6. They are very close together, just covering less than a 10th of a second. So, I mean, it's much closer this time around for Division 3, which is really nice to see. Just everyone just improving a lot more.
Yeah, it's a good thing about commentating. I've almost dropped me a controller there. Is you get to see like drivers improve throughout the year.
Yeah,
I'd say that because when you're racing, you don't really see it more because you improve with them. But when you do commentating, yes, I think you do see him improve much more.
Right, I think a rundown is in order. So, Danger is taking pole position today, followed by Crowding Door, Massey, Fintu Racing, Total Recall, Towie, Big G, Fragstar, Zackers Beast, Dingle, Dolphin Bearder, Wills, Kylie Boy, Willa Howard, GRA, Ater, Carve, Billy, Zach Fattar, Shadow, Wolf to finish off the grid with 19 people today. So almost a full grid today. So it's going to be very exciting to see what's going to happen in the race.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I hope it's really close, because sometimes Division 3 here we either find people run away or people struggle, obviously, with a bit of end place loses on or something. And sometimes they're really close. Like at France last week I definitely thought it was going to be a bit more spread out than it was, but there was a good bit of racing going on.
Yeah, lovely bit. So I wonder what people are going to be doing with the strategies. Because obviously they could go...
It's not wet.
Well, that's
Twitch.
Yeah, so Dames are obviously leading the championship with a pretty hefty lead of about 64 points. So he's quite comfortably in front, just followed by Maxi, who, qualified P3. So it's a very good job from him, because he really is second in the championship, still holding up his Zaki's Beast, a little bit of a disappointing qualifying session, just coming in at P9. Although he's holding P3 in the championship, he's really not upheld what he is in qualifying. So let's hope he's better in the race, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, totally. Dame's won quite a few races. I don't know the numbers, but he's won like at least half of them, I think.
6 races he's won.
Maths. That's less than half.
I mean, that's over half. He's won quite a few races. He's had a very dominant season. I mean, he hasn't really been challenged by anyone, except Fragstar, Finty Racing, who have been sort of trying to catch up to him, as well as Crowding Door has also been starting to improve throughout the season as well.
Yeah, he did. From what I remember, he struggled a little bit at the beginning of the season. I think he had a good high. I think he got a podium. And then he struggled a little bit, but now he's coming back into his own now, isn't he?
So obviously...
But it's nice to see 2 Red Bulls on the front row.
Yeah, absolutely.
An AlphaTauri and a Red Bull.
Yeah. So, obviously, new people to look out for, just generally. So, A-Turk has only just joined us for this race, so going to definitely keep an eye on him, see how well he does for his debut drive. And Towie, who last week had his debut drive at France, which, to be honest, was quite a spectacular drive for us to watch as well. And then Carv as well, a pretty new face in ERN Division 3, so obviously he's another one to look out for. But, I mean, definitely going to be a very mix of people, mix of paces. Because definitely, you do find there are groups of people who are quick in that group, and then you got maybe a couple of tenths down, there's another chunk of people. So you're going to have to look for those groups of people during the race. Spotted.
Has Carv actually finished the race yet? Because I remember him starting at Azerbaijan, and I think he crashed into the wall in turn 1, lap 1.
Yeah, I don't think...
Unfortunately. And then I don't think he finished France, and I don't think he showed up to one of the other races, so it'll be interesting to see if he can actually finish this race and maybe score some points.
I don't think he's been doing too well with actually trying to finish a race, but obviously maybe this will change for Austria. It's definitely going to be interesting to see who's going to come out on top tonight. But I've just had a look. Bearder Wills is the only one on the mediums, so obviously everyone's going to be going for that softer medium strategy. Bearder was spicing it up, going for those mediums at the start. But I think everyone behind him on those soft is either going to be held up, or Bearder Wills is just going to drop like a stone down the grid.
I can call you old for saying drop like a stone, because you'd say I'm old if I said that. But yeah, he's the only one that's gone on the mediums. From what I remember, the strategy you usually would pit. Well, this is only from Grand Prix mode, because obviously our race and Division 1 was in the wet, so these guys have got no experience on the race strategy from a league point of view, unless they've done it with another league. Those softs, from what I remember, you'd take them to lap 15, maybe 14 or 13, depending on how your tyre wear is, because I think tyre wear is quite low around here. I don't think you struggle with it too much, because in qualifying, we haven't seen too much tyre wear.
No. Well, I mean, especially because this track is primarily just straight, if you think about it. So obviously, I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a lot of power. But taking soft to lap 15 is going to be quite a challenge for these drivers. So it's just whether it's just going to separate from the people who can manage their tyres and who can't manage their tyres as well. And you'll see them dropping off quite quickly and a bit earlier on in the race than probably some of the other drivers.
The new driver of ARC, is it starting P15? ATEC, I'll get it. We know what I'm like with you know what I'm like with names. ATEC.
There you go.
We've seen drivers like who was the new driver last week?
Towie.
Towie, he's P6 today, so that's really good qualifying from him. And new drivers they can sometimes be a little bit over aggressive and sometimes they're not. But I think if he can keep out of trouble into turn 1, he's kind of towards the back of the grid, so that could help him. And he can only really gain from there, can't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, it is very common for newbie drivers to sort of just go for it, just make a stand for themselves, but usually ends up making them not a good view for the other drivers, and they see them as someone who can be quite annoying, as it has been proven in some of the other divisions.
Yeah, I thought we had a bit of a glitch there because Carl was just on his own. So, oh no. Gonna get all the telemetry up now. Big word from me. Tyres. There we go, tyres. No, tyres. There we go. I found it in the end. So, I'm hoping this is going to be an interesting race. We haven't seen much racing with the last 2 divisions because of it's been wet, and it's always much difficult in the wet unless you're a god in the wet. If so, my hands applaud you. I'll take my hat off to you. But it should be interesting because I remember yesterday, obviously us in the wet, the tyres got very cold very quickly. And obviously these guys don't have to worry about that today unless we might see a little bit of rain towards the end. But from what I remember, from what you said at the beginning, I don't think there is any rain forecast, even though it's quite cloudy out there.
Yeah, it is a little bit overcast. So, I mean, it does look quite threatening for rain, but if my sources are correct, then it looks like it should be dry completely. But I mean, let's hope for a dry race. Yeah, it's interesting to finally get some racing around Australia. Austria in ERN, because obviously, as you said, we haven't got much except in the rain. I mean, unless you're a god, as you said, can't really do much. So, thank you.
No, as Crowdendorf still apparently has the fast lap of 1:04.3, so that's really going to bug me throughout the race.
I'll keep you updated on the faster times.
It's going to really bug me. It's happened before. I can't remember which race it was. But I kept saying it in qualifying, he's got the fastest lap. As we're seeing the pit strategy coming up now. Lap 14 to lap 16 is the pit window for the mediums. So go pit onto the mediums. So I think tyre wear's not that bad right here. So I could see some drivers taking them out that long.
Crowdendorf really has backed up the field, massively to Dame Zero. So he's really not wanting Dame Zero to have a good start at all. So we may be looking Crowdendorf going for an early lunge on the inside for turn 1. But let's get ready as we're going to go green for racing.
Yep, hopefully Codemasters fix this. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's not going to be lights out, and away we go. Come on, game. Don't do this to me. We haven't even got revs. Here we go. Here's the revs. Bit of a gap there. So it's lights out and away we go. The Mercedes at the back there. Carve got a brilliant start. Dame keeps first position. There's not too much movement there. As the Renault, Fintu Racing gains position there. There's a few drivers go out quite wide. See, Zach is fresh. He's dropped really much back there. Coming up. Zach's Beast gets overtaken by Fragstar going around the outside of him. As we go back and we see Dingo Dolphin gaining up position, but Beardo Wheels doesn't make it easy for him McLaren back there goes around the outside of a few cars there, gaining a good few positions. Going back up the grid, it's a little bit of a train going on here. Zach is Beast, he goes really deep into that corner, right on the back of Fragstar, just missing him by a millimetre. going back again. As Williams is going to go around the outside of Total Recall, and that's going to be 3 wide almost. And the Renault comes back across and hits Total Recall there. So I don't know if he's got any damage. And to Fragstar, oh my god, it's going to be a 3 wide again coming down here. Oh my god, jeez. Fragstar gets a brilliant. Oh, someone's gone off. That's Fragstar. He's gone off into the pits. And the Renault Fintu Racing goes into the pits. Must have damage there. Gives his drivers a few positions there. As there's a bit more racing going on back here. Who have we got? The McLaren of Zacchaeus Fresh is really under threat. No, it's not. It's Billy. He's really under threat. Willa Howard gets a really good exit there. And can he challenge here? As GR8 is right on his tail, so he might send it up the inside, but don't think Willa Howard's a bit far back. But Bruno Wills sends it right up. He goes deep. Can he? GR8 goes right around the outside of Willa Howard. That's a brilliant move there from him. As Beardo Wills drops back even more.
Yeah, pretty hectic start. I mean, there was a lot of action in the back of the field. I managed to catch a Kylie boy who went off into turn 1. I think they went 3 wide and he just went off. I mean, Carve collecting 8 positions on the opening lap is a brilliant start. And I did see A-Turk and Beardo going side by side around turn 6 and 7. But Beardo, after that, had a little bit of contact with
Carve's pitting.
Willa Howard.
Carve's pitting has got damage from him. I was about to say, he's done a bit of a Kimi Räikkönen. I didn't expect him to be there so early in the race, being so far back, but he gained a good few positions there. But unfortunately, he's had to pit due to front wing damage. But Crowd Indoor, he's not going to let Dame escape his clutches today. He's going to fight him all the way to the end. Taking a bit of different line there. Dame being a bit more squiggly on the rear end. Oh, yeah.
A-Turk, and A-Turk is just having a look down the inside right now into turn 3, and Billy.
Same with Zacchaeus Fresh. Oh, he spins! And he hits the Ferrari. Oh, that was a bit collision there. I think he just got a bit too eager on the throttle coming down into turn 3. Just got on that curb and he spun round. And he just hit the Ferrari with Bruno Wills. And I think he's got some front end plate damage. I have to confirm that. Yes, he does have some front wing damage. He lost that front left end plate.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of action going on all over the field, from the front of the grid as well to the back of the grid, going 3 wide down into turn 1 with the 2 McLarens, I believe Williams as well. It was just absolutely hectic, so really great stuff from Division 3 in the opening laps. Obviously a little bit of collisions, but that's always expected on the opening laps.
This Crowd Indoor is right on the back of Dame Zero now. He's going to send it up the inside. Can he get this move done? He's going to keep it in there. He's not going to go too deep. He takes plenty of curb and he forces Dame out a little bit wide. He's doing a bit of a Verstappen and Leclerc moment. But he gets that move done, so that's a really good move there from him. Can Dame just challenge back here again? But no, his Crowd Indoor has got the DRS. Again, coming down that back straight. Just really good move from him, getting the lead of the race early on.
Sorry, just looking at GR8, Billy and A-Turk, they're really getting very racing with each other as Billy's looking down the inside of turn 4, pulls that off, goes very wide.
Oh, yes.
Just messes
it up. Spin? I thought he spun there. Yeah, it's a really strange corner because it's a bit of a downhill. I think there's one at Spa, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's a similar one. It's downhill and those corners are never really nice. There's Damon Crandora within 3 seconds, 3 tenths of each other. And the same with Total Recall and Masses. Total Recall, is he going to have a look up the inside? Yes, he is, but no, he's just going to back out of it. That was a smart move from him, not going to keep that one stick. But really good racing here so far tonight.
Yeah.
We've had a few collisions that have dropped a few people back. You can see that gap there in the Packers. Total Recall is going to go up the inside of Massey. He gets that move done quite nicely. Massey gives him the respect, and does Dame, he's right on the back of Crowd Indoor here. Can he get the move done? He's going to look up the inside. No, he's going to do the dummy. And a bit late there with Crowd Indoor making himself a bus. That's really good defence there from him.
Yeah, I'm just having a look. Fintu Racing is over.
Also side by side, sorry. The leaders are side by side. Dame's going to send it round the outside, and that's a brilliant move. Can he keep the move stick? Crowd Indoor ain't going to make it easy for him, and he makes that one stick. That was a brilliant late lunge round there and getting that move done.
Yeah, GR8 and A-Turk are really going wheel to wheel in Sector 2 with turn 4 and turn 5. They were getting very racing with each other. GR8 just really trying to lunge and get a move done on him. But he is just about staying in DRS range of A-Turk.
Yeah, it's really good. A lot of stand-up moments going on around here. There's a few people really close together, and unfortunately, there's a few people that lost their front wing at the start. They're going to hope and pray for a safety car to try and get them back in this race. There's a few of them have gone on the mediums and hards. There's Carve and Bruno Will. Sorry, Beardo. God, I'm going to get killed for that. Beardo Wills goes on the softs. So it's a strange strategy from then going back on those softs. There's Total Recalls right on the back of Crowd Indoor, and he's looking left, right and centre, trying to find a move, and he gets the back of him. And could this give Massey the opportunity? I think Total Recall's going to have a damaged front wing there. Yeah, he has a bad damage front right end plate. So that's really going to affect his performance and give Massey the opportunity, maybe, to get on the back of him unless he pits this lap. That makes it much more easier for Massey. Massey has plenty more grip through the corners.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very good to see those top runners fighting all the way for that pole position. I'm not too much happens in sector 1.
Total Recall, he doesn't pit to change his front wing, so he's going to chance it and hope he can stay with Crowd Indoor, as he is in his DRS, so that will... No, he isn't. No, he's not in his DRS, sorry. He's just outside of it. And Massey's going to have a brilliant exit there, and he's going to go up into turn 3. Can he get this move done? He's sent it, and Total Recall ain't going to make it easy for him. A little bit of contact there, I think, with the damaged front wing there. But he makes that move stick.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Total Recall, I think he probably needs to go and pit for that front wing, because the longer he stays out, he's just going to start losing time. There's no point in just hoping for a safety car, as Billy just gets past ATAG down in 10th place, picking up that final point.
Yeah, you do find that around here. It can be really good racing. It's quite a large track in a sense, isn't it? Like, there's plenty of room on track for overtakes to be done.
Oh, sorry, as I just... ATAG, I think has just gone round turn 6. And he just dropped down a couple of positions after that.
Was that an instant, or did you just get...
I'm not too sure. I mean, I think Billy and ATAG were side by side, but for me, I didn't see any contact. I only caught it in his mirror. But that is very unfortunate from ATAG.
Total Recall's... Sorry, Dame Zero's taking the lead of the race again off a Dame of Total... Oh! Crowd Indoors gone down into P2 as Dame Zero went round the outside of him into turn 3, I believe. So these two are going to fight it all the way to the end as well. So it's a good bit of action there from them. But they might just be hindering their performance a little bit, because this is giving Massey the opportunity to get right on the back of these two again. Because as Crowd Indoor goes a little bit too wide there into the corner. But could they want to sit there and think, right, should we work together? Because I believe those two do talk to each other over the Xbox chat. But would you want to, if this was you, would you want to like work with each other to pull away, use your DRS and everything, or would you want to fight? Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, although they are not championship rivals, I mean, they may just want to. Crowd Indoor may just want to prioritise on this and just save some energy, or I mean, he may probably be wanting to go for the move before the pit stop, so you can get in front.
GR8 comes into the pits. Sorry about that. GR8 comes into the pits.
Yep, and just sort of, are people going to go for the undercut? Is Crowd Indoor going to think about going for an undercut? Is Massey going to go for an undercut? I mean, the strategy is going to be key here.
Because the undercut is really powerful around here. Oh, as Massey goes really deep and really close to the back of Crowd Indoor. It's late on the brakes he was, but unfortunately having a step on the brake just to slow down there. Lost him a little bit of time on the exit. But the undercut is really powerful around here. And could we see these drivers maybe taking it to lap 15, than we predicted? Or
yeah, I mean, there is one thing that I may be thinking. Oh, I believe that's an AlphaTauri of GR8 who has gone off round turn 3.
Billy's gone into the gravel. And is this going to give Will Howard the opportunity to go around? But no, he goes deep! Nah, he just couldn't affect on that time. And Carves just went round the outside of GR8. So he's gaining a few positions again now. As Dingo Dolphin and Billy... Billy's gone into pits, sorry. So he's going to try and have a look at that undercut.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see where he can come out. It's Total Recall and Towie. fighting, and Towie just loses the back end a little bit there. Could this give Total Recall a run back into turn 4? Oh, as he pushes him wide, he's defending for his life now. It's Total Recall. He's going to look right up round the outside, and hopefully these two don't have any contact. Keeping it nice and clean there, giving each other plenty of room and respect. Total Recall gets past Towie. Same with Will Howard, I believe that. And Billy.
Yeah.
Got past her.
Very good racing from the top 5 drivers. They're really getting close. Towie's really trying to just get all over Total Recall, just try and get past him.
Yeah, it's really close between these two. Total Recall. Oh no, Towie goes wide. That's a Total Recall. Recall went wide there. God, I'm not good with my words today. As we come on to lap 10 now, these tyres obviously going to be 10 lap old. Crandall gets a 3-second time penalty, so that's not going to be good for his race. But he's right on the back of Dame Zero. He's got overtake enabled. And he's going to, looks like he's going to send it up the inside. He's going to get this move done. He sent it. Oh, Dame and him have a bit of contact. Don't think any damage was caused there, but Massey's right on the back now. And can he catch up now, get this overtake done? See if because he's a bit of a DRS train now. As he brakes really early there, not wanting to go into the back of crowd indoors, he goes defensive.
As Total Recall and Towie just go side by side down into turn 4, they're really just going for it. I'm just going to talk about crowd indoor for a second. I mean, the fact Dame Zero may be talking to crowd indoors saying, can you keep Massey behind? Because Massey is Dame Zero's championship rival. Obviously, Dame's in first and Massey is in second. So maybe there could be some kind of play here where Crowding Door just stays behind, keeps Massey at bay. But Crowding Door has not got a win yet, so maybe he may be thinking that he wants that win. He wants his first victory. So, I mean, we'll see what happens between these two drivers.
Yeah, I think it could be like, try and keep with each other till the end, maybe, and then, like, I think if I was them, because I know me and you do this sometimes, like, we work together to pull away from people, and then at the end, if there's not much traffic around, we do fight, don't we?
Yeah. And there is another train forming further back, the grid, Big G, A-Turk, Fin2 Racing, all getting very close to each other as Shadow Wolf has retired from the session in the pit lane, very respectfully. Fin2 Racing is looking down the inside of NATO for P11.
Yeah, I'm just on board with that. The Renault looking up the inside, keeping it nice and clean. They pushed him out a little bit wide so he gets on the curb and he doesn't have that good exit that he needs. He gets a penalty from that. That's unfortunate from him. But I'm waiting for these leaders to pit because... Well, who was it that pitted before? I think it was Total Recall. He was with them. And he's pitted. He's now in P10. He's gone on the hards because I think lap 15 you can go on those mediums and make that to the end. So he's gone on the hards. So this undercut's either going to work as Zach's Beast goes into the... Sorry, Towie now goes into the pit. So he's going to go for the undercut as well now. So this might put the leaders under a bit of pressure now. Thinking, as you would know, it's been... Oh, for God's sake. Get me words out. The undercut's been so strong around here for so many years now. They're going to know this, and they're going to think, right, do we want to start thinking about pitting, be forced onto that hard compounded tyre?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, strategy is just going to be such a big thing in this race. Because obviously, Dingle Dolphin has just popped on the hards after going onto the soft. So whether that's the right strategy or not, if he's going to try and take those hards to the end, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, there's going to be all sorts of strategies going on, especially with the whole undercut and everything. It's just going to be really mixed up. And there is a massive train down in P6. We've got Willa Howard, Billy, Big G, Total Recall, and Fin2 Racing all fighting with each other as Crowley Door hits and does an undercut.
He's gone on hard compounded tyre, so that's interesting to see. This train's really close. Crowd indoors going to want to get out in front of this train. If he gets stuck behind this train, I believe he will get out in front of it. Yes, he does. Yeah, I'm about to say, if he was to get stuck behind this train, that's really going to affect him. As Big G's getting the run now, as he goes to look up the inside of turn 1. Yes, he is. He's going to send it into turn 1. He gets that move stick as he goes a bit wide, and so does the Ferrari. He falls him through a Total Recall. That's a good move there from him, and the Renault as well. He's going to go up the inside of him.
Blimey.
So Billy's getting left behind on those old softs, 13 laps old. So maybe it is worth pitting now and getting off those compound tyres. As Fintu Racing looks to get a bit of a better exit than Total Recall, but Total Recall just has a bit more of the overtake mode, and he could just use that. As could he send it up the inside here? He's going to have a look. He's going to send it up the inside. Bit of contact there, but no damage. That a little bit could have waited another lap maybe. As Dame Zero's coming to the pits now, so he's reacting to Crowd Indoors undercut, but he's gone on the mediums. Oh, this is spicy. This is going to spice things up a lot. That promotes Massey into P1. And can he come out in front? No, he's not. He's on the exit of the pit lane. This is going to be close. No, he can't get out in front. So Crowd Indoors done the undercut on Dame Zero and has pulled about a second on him. So Dame Zero's got to work really hard now and hopefully get a bit of a gap to Crowd Indoor, because obviously Crowd Indoors tyres can go that extra bit longer but a bit slower.
Big G really feisty, and Total Recall's just gone past very easily down the straight coming into turn 3. Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, Dame's going to know his mediums, obviously. And Crowd Indoor, Dame's obviously going to be quicker on his mediums, but Crowd Indoor, maybe those mediums are going to drop off at the end and could just give Crowd Indoor the opportunity, maybe, to fight again at the start.
Absolutely, as Massey.
At the start, at the end.
As Massey finally pits. But it's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, that group of people there, Total Recall, Big G, Fintu Racing, Billy, brilliant bit of racing there. I mean, you saw Total Recall and Big G and Fintu Racing just really prioritising that when Big G just sort of pushed Billy out wide, and they just all took advantage of that and just went for it, and that is why Billy has just dropped from P6 all the way to P9. Billy.
Yeah, Zach is Fresh is also sorry, Zach is Fresh. Zach is Beast. He's come out now in P8 after running P2, I believe there. So obviously the undercut is really strong round here that we've seen, and Crowd Indoors is doing really well to keep Dame at bay and control this race, because Dame's just jumped into that DRS now that he's not going to want. He's going to try and get him out of that second gap now in this sector 2, coming out of sector 2 into sector 3. But Dame's just got the grip.
Mercedes of Fragstar has gone off at turn 3. Whether or not he just lost traction or there was contact, but he's just gone off and tapped the wall, and I believe that is his front left end plate gone. So he's going to have to be pitting for a new front wing.
Yeah, as the leaders are coming around, and Carve, he's just come out of the pits now. So he's going to be under pressure to be lapped, maybe, coming around soon. That's unfortunate for him, being new in this season. But Fragstar is really struggling coming around his corners. Watch there. As Big G and Fintu Racing are really close together. These two are fighting it all the way to the end. But Big G gets a bit of a wobble on there. Could just give Fintu Racing the opportunity to go up the inside. He's going to look there. He's got the DRS enabled, overtake. He's going to get that move done, but Big G's going to send it all the way back. But no, he's got to look up around the outside because he just went a bit too deep on that braking and didn't want to run into the back of him.
Yeah, really good stuff. These two are going to be fine all the way to the end.
Oh, they're going to send up. He's sending up the inside. Fintu Racing losing the gap because he knew he gets that switchback done as he went too deep into that corner. As there's a racing point off into turn 1.
Yeah, and that's
a virtual safety car.
Yeah. I mean, whether people on those softs are going to go for it, they may as well, but it doesn't look like anyone's on those softs. So
that's a strange place to come off, where he's come off there. He's done a bit. That's where Kimi Räikkönen had to pull over when he lost his wheel in the actual Grand Prix.
Yeah, as I've just seen, Billy just got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC.
Total Recall did a bit of a. I think he went into the pits and thought no and came back out of the pits. So that might be looked at maybe, because I know that's a bit dodgy to do. But Damon Crowd Indoors, it's green again. Sorry, I forgot. Crowd Indoor, he's pulled that 1 second gap. He's managed to make this virtual safety car work as Dame was being a bit more cautious under it. And he's pulled a bit more of a gap again. That's really good there.
Yeah,
as there are gaps forming now. There's not many people close together.
Well, Fragstar is really getting to the back of Zach Vitar as Billy has pit. So Frank is probably going to have to be looking for an overtake now on Zach Qatar. Is he going to make it with DRS down the main straight?
Oh. As Will Howard spun on turn 3. So he's in 10th place now, so he's going to have to pit for that. So maybe might lose some points.
As Fragstar, sorry, just done a lovely move down the inside of Zach Qatar as he's just gone just a little bit wide and just Fragstar really prioritised that exit and just really got a lovely exit and just passed him, and that was a great move from Fragstar for P13.
Yeah, brilliant there. Trying to find... As McLaren's pulled off in sector 2, I think he went really deep there. Who was that? Zach's went a bit wide there. I think that was Billy that went really deep into turn 3, sorry. So that's a strange thing to happen, because you don't see that happen that often when you go really wide and go straight on.
Absolutely, and just looking, also Carve is starting to get to the back of Zach Fatah, who obviously just lost the position from Fragstar just earlier on. And is he going to have a look around the outside? Yeah, as Fragstar just pits, so that'll be nice and easy for Carve. As Fragstar sets the fastest lap of a 106.924 on those mediums.
Yeah, it's all back and working now. I can see it now, and the viewers can see it. That's all good. Yeah, a few people pitting again. There's 2 McLarens coming, and Zach is he's just come into the pits. He's gone on the softs. That's rather interesting. There's Bruno Will,
and that's a safety car.
Has retired. Oh yeah, he's gone straight on there. Who can we find that's around there?
Will Howard's about to come round.
Will Howard.
Yeah,
he's ended up over. Yeah. How'd he end up over there?
Well, that is going to spice things up with the tyres. So everyone's just pretty newly just got onto these tyres. So it's going to be interesting what's going to happen. And Crowding Door is probably not too happy about this because obviously he's on those hards, and Dame's going to be able to take those mediums just a bit longer because he doesn't wear them as much when under the safety car. So is this going to play into Dame Zero's hands?
I've got a laugh there at how you said it. It sounded like you was reading the book. But sounded like you were a bit of an author there.
It's all scripted. I'm just so fluent.
I think if they weren't fighting as much and maybe crowding doors, he looked a little bit faster around here than Dame, even though they're being rather close to each other. Could have, if he weren't so like caught up with each other, could have. Oh, as he almost goes into the back of Kylie Boy.
Yeah, as Total Recall, Big G, and Dingle Dolphin have all pitted. Going to be interesting to see what tyres they've put on, as Total Recall's put another fresh set of mediums. So has Big G put another fresh set of mediums, as well as Dingle Dolphin, who's also got a new fresh set of mediums.
Yeah, it's really good from them. But as I was saying before, Crowding Door, if they hadn't been fighting beforehand, could have, and he maybe pulled a bit more of a gap off of him, because this could have happened. Could have he like been able to pit under this safety car? Because he went on the hards, obviously pitting a bit earlier than Dame, 1 lap to be honest. If he'd gone on, he could have gone on the mediums, and this would have helped him. But if he were further ahead, he could have pitted and gone onto these mediums, have a brand new set of mediums, and been in at the front of the race maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be interesting. The other thing we need to think about is...
Oh, Dame just broke his front wing on the back of Crowding. He's broke his front left end plate, so he's going to have to pit.
He is going to be absolutely livid. That is...
We know what he's like.
He's not going to be happy because now he's going to have to pit. He's not going to be... He's going to be having some very strong words with Crowding Door now. I don't think those words are going to be nice. So it's going to be... I think it's going to be another set of mediums that he's going to have to go on to.
So where's he going to drop down? He's going to drop down to... behind Zach is... So he's going to drop to the back of the grid, basically.
And that couldn't have come at a worse timing because as most of the grid has literally just formed up now. So he's going to lose so much time and so many positions. He's gone on to the softs.
I don't think he's going to be happy about that either.
Yeah.
I don't think those softs will last.
I mean, he's got to last those 14 laps. That's going to be quite difficult. especially with the whole
They're going to
race.
be very...
He's going to have to be pushing as well. So those tires are they're gonna wear very quickly.
Bit of a sticky situation down here in turn 3. McLaren just stopped all of a sudden, and everyone just stopped behind them. I think a few end plates were lost there, so I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, but
I think it might have been Billy.
I believe those two McLarens, I think they need to be getting past the safety car because obviously they've been lapped by everyone. So I think they need to be going past the safety car and rejoining the back.
As you almost hit the back of Big G.
Yeah, is that right? Do they need to go past because they've?
Yeah, they need to overtake
everyone. Yeah, they
everyone.
need to go and overtake the safety car. Because Dingle Dolphin, Fidget Racing Dane, they're all going to be stuck behind those two McLarens. Whether that's going to come as a penalty after the race, we'll see. But they need to get past that safety car.
Yeah, I think it's quite difficult. Like, I know from talking from a personal point of view, I've never had to like unlap myself from a safety car. But you would have to overtake everyone to unlap yourself. Thanks, touch wood. Touch wood. But yeah, they should be overtaking everyone. But then you get people thinking, hang on, why is he overtaking someone? Then they try to get the position back because they might not realise that they're lapped. And
I've just got word that from Storm in the chat that didn't Zach have a race ban? So Zach may be running this race illegally.
McLaren.
Zach Fatah, he may not be supposed to be racing today. It's going to spice things up tonight.
I don't know if you're supposed... I don't really look at that, to be honest. I have a look at the... as the safety car is in this lap. I have a look at like the clip submissions and everything. Have a look at the race reports, but I haven't seen him have a race ban. But I'm not going to say. I'm not saying anything. But it's you could have it, and that's gonna. Obviously that's not going to have any. He's not going to get any points from that.
Yeah.
He's not in the points at the minute anyway.
I think Zach isn't supposed to be racing, so whether there was a miscommunication in the league, as he's just gone straight into the back of Billy. And everyone's just been slowed down by them. Again, Dingle Dolphin Fidget Racing is causing...
His crowd door's gone.
Yeah, the two McLarens...
He's gone now. But I don't think everyone really thought he was going there. His track is green again now, so people can overtake, because McLaren's had to go into the pits. There's not much overtaking going on. One of the cars, Will Howe, going really slow. The Merc of car, he's going to try and send it around the outside, but no, he thinks better of it. He's going to look for a switchback, but can't get that move done. Dingo Dolphin and Dame are going to... I think Dame got in front of Dingo there.
Yeah, both...
look a bit further up the grid.
Yeah, sorry, both Finty Race and Dame Zero just got past Dingo Dolphin.
As Total Recall's going to look around the outside, coming into turn 5. Can he get this move done? So he's going to send it now, and yes, he does get that move done, even before turn 5, so that's really good there from him. McLaren and a Renault, I'm trying to find that, are going at it, but I think the McLaren's lapped, so it doesn't really matter there. And that Renault of Finty Racing, he's lost a bit of time to the car in front, and there's been a big gap form already, of almost 3 seconds. So this car gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, I mean, as well as how it just makes a very nice, easy move past GR8. But lots of moves were made. Obviously, Finn and Day moving up, as well as Total Regal just made a position on Zaki Speed's a very nice, easy move down into turn, I believe turn 4. As I can't remember who just set the fastest lap. As there is a hash of Big G round at turn 1.
Did he go round? Because he was straight when I clicked onto him, and I was
completely ripped off.
Watch your brake in here, mate. You're going to be... So as a ghosted car, that's going to be really annoying for them with the McLaren, because obviously he's lapped, and we're ghosting on now. These cars are lapped, so they're invisible, and that's going to be really irritating for the drivers that are actually in the race.
Seems like the two McLarens are causing absolutely...
As Massey does get past crowd door, I didn't catch it, but we've got a new race leader of Massey. So crowd door has lost out there from on those hard compounded tyres, and Massey's a few laps younger, and he's also been able to save him under the safety car, so it's going to be really interesting. See if he can fight back there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the two McLarens, of course, absolutely mayhem under the safety car.
Fincher Racing's pitted. Pitted, set the fastest lap, sorry. Just to shout at myself then. But yeah, Carv's come back through the field.
Yeah.
He had a really good start, and then he dropped back down, didn't he? Due to a broken front wing, and he's kind of making himself, and he's just outside the points, and you can see him up the road, and I think he might want some points this race. As Dame Zero gets a really bad exit there, and Dingo Dolphin, he gets a really bad exit. Fragstar gets the opportunity to go up, went past him, and Dingo Dolphin's going to go for that move again, and Fragstar's going to look for the cutback, and could he get the run down into the corner? But no, he's just a bit too far back, and he almost goes into the back of him. As Dame and Fin 2 have a bit of a go at it, and Dame gets past Fin 2 Racing, and now is on the back of Zaki's Beast. Could you just have a look at the race report and see if he is supposed to be in this race? But yeah, the cars have settled down. The closest we've really got is the Ferrari of Total Recall on the back of Towie. So this is going to be really interesting. As GR8 gets a 3-second time penalty, is now Total Recall is going to send it up. So round the outside, can he get this move done before the corner? Yes, he can. Nice there with the DRS enabled. But I think Towie just went in the back of him and pushed him on a bit more. So I don't know if Towie's got a broken front wing. And have a look here. No, he doesn't have a broken front wing. So from my point of view there, it looked like Total Recall had a bit of a attack from behind. But Dame's got past Zaki's Beast now. That's really good there from him. So you can see the points, you see a podium in front of him after a bit of an unfortunate safety car where he broke his front wing if you're just joining us. But as we got a Mercedes off of Carve, unfortunate for him, as he gained back through the positions. He hasn't lost any places actually, but he's lost time and just away from those points positions. But Dame is right on the back of Towie now, and he's got a lot of ERS, and Towie's only got 15%. So Dame's really going to want to get this done, as Towie's got a really bad exit there, just a bit twitchy, and compromised Dame a little bit. But can he send it up the inside? He might look for it, and he's going to look for it. He's late on the brakes. Towie gives him the respect in the room. He goes deep, and he's going to be 3 wide now, with Zaki's Beast getting in on the action. And he's been left behind, obviously, because he doesn't have DRS. And the Red Bull and the Alfa Romeo are going to go at it. Dame goes deep into the corner, pushes Zaki's Beast a little bit wide, but Dame goes up into P4. As Big G sets the fastest lap of a... oh, I didn't see that, unfortunately. But Dame's making up the positions now. As he's going to be really angry about what happened under the safety car.
There was just a little bit of contact between Towie and Fintu Racing down into turn 4, I did see. But I just had a look, and if Zak Fatah has 25 license points, that means he has a race ban. And he's only 5 points away from a complete season ban or a complete league ban.
Oh. So he shouldn't be in this race.
No, so it states in the penalties rules, if you get 25 license points, that you will have a race ban. So, and I did double check that he has 25 license points. Whether that was recent or not, he has a race ban. So whether that was last race, but I mean, I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, I bet the admins are smiling because you mentioned the rules and everything. They have a go at us a lot about the rules and everything. Make sure you read them. I bet they're smiling with you saying that.
Yeah, and I've just had a look. So Zak Fatah was racing last race, so it looks like he should not be racing tonight. So this is definitely going to be quite interesting.
He is a lapped car though.
Oh wait, no.
And he is really far back. So I think really. Yes.
I mean, he didn't start the last 2 races of Canada and France, so actually he may have already served it.
Maybe. As Vintigo Racing gets a brilliant exit off of turn 1. He's now fighting Towie, and Towie drops that position, but he's going to be looking. He's getting forced out onto that grass, but he's not giving up this position as he sends up the inside, but just can't get that move done. Vintigo Racing keeps that move sticking now. Is on going to look for the clutches of Zaki's Beast as Crowd Indoor gets past the Ferrari. Or is the Ferrari getting past? No, Ferrari, yeah. Total Recall has gone around the outside of Crowd Indoor. So Crowd Indoor is going to want to try and maybe have another go at it. But Total Recall on those mediums has got past and is going to pull away maybe a little bit now.
Yeah. And this allows Dame to probably catch up now from these two guys battling, especially he's on the soft, so he's going to be catching at a rate of naught.
He's in his he is in the seconds now. Scradle gets a little bit of a dodgy exit there, and you can see the podium position in front of him. So, Crowd Indoor, he qualified. Let's just talk about him for a minute. He's qualified P2. He had a really good start. He was leading a bit of the race. Him and Dame were having a bit of a fight. And then as he's going up the inside of Total Recall, goes really deep and he goes really wide there. Could this give Dame the opportunity to go up into the podium position? It does. So he's got Crowd Indoor is going to be kicking himself right now.
Yeah, as
it's got a bit.
Sorry, looking further down the grid, Fragstar and Diggle Dolphin. I mean, within only just 4 tenths now, 3 tenths now, as Fragstar is in DRS range. Just so you can have a look down this turn 4.
A bit of a lock up there from Dingo. Another person that's really close is Fintu Racing and Zaki's Beast. He's managed to climb back up the grid. It looks like he's got really good pace in this last part of the race, as we've only got 5 laps left to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the other thing we need to be thinking about is penalties. I've seen so many penalties pop up. I mean, this grid may look completely different when the race finishes, but it's going to be very interesting to see. As we like to do, is we like to wait, and we'll see, and it'll be a nice surprise to see who makes position and who doesn't. But Dame Zero is really getting very close to Total Recall now.
Yeah, I was just on board with that. Fintu Racing is going to send it up the inside of Zaki's Beast. A bit of contact there. Pushes him out onto the curb and gets a better exit there. That's a bit of good work there from him. Just get that move done going into P5. And Crowd Indoor is P4 now. He's on 17 lap old hards, and he's just hoping Fintu Racing might not be able to catch him on those 11 lap old mediums. So he's going to be hoping to keep his pace up, as Dame is right on the back, only 2 tenths behind Total Recall now. Total Recall looks to have some good pace on these 10 lap old mediums.
Yeah, absolutely. As Zaki's Beast, Fintu Racing and Crowd Indoor are all getting quite close now. So maybe Crowd Indoor may be dropping down even more places in a moment, as Fintu Racing gets a very good exit around the final corner. Is maybe looking to capitalise maybe for the second straight, maybe getting a move down into turn 3.
Oh! Just on board with Dame, and he got on that sausage curb, and he almost chucked it into the wall, and he's lost a bit of time there to Total Recall. So that was really good work there to stop him from spinning.
Yeah, and also in the process picking up a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits.
Yeah, that is a strange curb you can get, as Fintu Racing is going to look up the inside of Crowd Indoor. He's going to send it now. I don't think he's a bit too far back to get the move done, but he's still going to keep it there. Can Crowd Indoor get the opportunity to go keep it there? Yes, he does. He keeps that move for another lap.
Yeah, as GR8, I think, has just gone off round turn 1 and hit the barrier. Down into turn 1 is now just gone off again. It looks like he might be retiring from the session, I believe.
Fintu Racing gets a 3-second time penalty. This Fintu Racing and Crowd Indoor pits. So I'm not sure why he's pitted so late in this race. As Crowd Indoor retires.
That is very unfortunate.
I don't know why he's retired, because he's in the pit. He retired in the pits, obviously. So that's him retiring. That's a shame, as Dame's getting a bit. I think his tyres are screaming at him because he looks a bit wobbly on the back of these tyres, and I don't think he'll be able to get that second position with Total Recall.
No, not at all.
That's a shame from Crowd Indoor, because he was on points, even if he didn't get on the podium. He'd take 4th any day of the week, or 5th.
But I mean, I'm just going to put this out there. Carve is now moved up to 10th place, picking up the final point. However, Big G is closing and is closing quick on those soft tyre compounds, but I'm not too sure how old they are.
They're 7 lap old.
So
Softs.
pretty fresh. So maybe he could be trying to pick up that final point, or maybe just get them on penalties. But we'll see. As
GR8 retires.
Yeah, also retires in the pit, and that is going to be a very sad day for AlphaTauri at the Austrian Grand Prix today.
It's sad now because I drive an AlphaTauri.
No points for AlphaTauri.
No points. Yeah, rub it in, why don't you? But Renault are on some good points talking about that. As the two, Dingo Dolphin and Fragstar. Fragstar goes up the inside of Dingo Dolphin. And can he make that move stick as Dingo Dolphin's going to fight that all the way to the end. But he gets DRS now, so Fragstar's going to be under a little bit of pressure here. But Dingo Dolphin is on the fresher compound of tyres. But he's going to send it up the inside and lock straight up. And can't get that move done. Went straight on there. He kept out the gravel and the grass, so he won't have no foliage on those tyres.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I wonder whether Toto Rico can hold his second place with Dame Zero just starting to drop off now with those soft tyres that are absolutely screaming at him, as you said. I mean, we may be looking at a puncture for Dame Zero. Let's hope not, but there's always the possibility.
Just last lap of the race.
So let's pray that Dame doesn't get a puncture, and Toto Rico is probably, we'll see if he's going to hold that position for the final lap. It's coming down to turn 3, Dame Zero is just having a look.
Oh, yes, he sent it, but can he get the move done? They're still side by side, on board with Dame, but no, he can't get the grip out of the corners. His tyres aren't working for him at the minute, but he's catching back up with DRS. He's going to send it. He's going to send it, but no, he's had to go on the grass to get avoid him, because I think that was a bit of his fault. They're going a bit too deep.
As he picks up a 3-second time penalty as well with that.
Yeah, as Big G overtook Carvin to the last, just down that straight. That's a shame from him. But if Big G's got more penalties than him, he could catch back up. But looking now on to Massey, coming around the last corner. Is he going to get this? He's going to get the win, but Dame Zero is right on the back of Total Recall, but can't get that done. And that's your top 3. Massey, Total Recall, Dame, Fintu Racing, Saki's Beast, Towie. That's a really good performance from him in his second race of the season to come P6. Then Fragstar, Dingo Dolphin's going to be next across the line. Then Kylie Boy, it jumps Dingo Dolphin. Big G coming across. Oh, he's in sector 3 now, so next to be across the line would be Billy, being lapped unfortunately. So he comes across the line now, take P12. Then it is Big G, and then Carve. So he's just coming across the line now. So a good performance from him, as he gives us a little swerve, and yeah, he couldn't get P10 under penalties. And last is Willa Howard.
I mean, great race from Division 3. I really enjoyed watching that. It was so much fun to watch. I mean, there was just action constantly. I mean, you had a tough time trying to compensate over it, as the game gives Billy driver of the day for getting the most positions today. But yeah, great race from Division 3.
Yeah, great race. They tend to give us a good race, especially when there's safety cars involved. But has Massey had a win this season?
Yes, he has.
Sure.
Just at Australia was his first and only win. And I think, in my opinion, a rundown is in order. So
you love your rundowns,
I love my
don't you?
rundown. So your winner today at Austria is Massey, followed by Total Rico, and followed by Dane picking up the final podium. And then next down the grid we have Finter Racing, Zach's Beast, Towie, Fragstar, Kylie Boy, Dingle, Dolphin, Big G to finish up the top 10, followed by Carve, Billy, Willa Howard, Zach Vitar, Crowning Door, GR8, Beardo, Wills, A-Turk, Shadow Wolf.
Yeah, there weren't many. I was looking at the wrong number. Dingo Dolphin did well to gain 10 positions, but Kylie Boy gained 12 positions in that Williams.
I'm gonna put my driver of the day to Total Recall, because he started 5th and then comes away with the 2nd place. I mean, that is a great result for him. And especially...
Yeah, do you want to try and get him in there?
Yep.
He did a 2-stop as well, but Massey did 1 stop.
I know, but
That's interesting.
and especially because Costa Rica just did a great job of just guarding Dame Zero and just keeping him off, and just even though he was on the slower compounds, he did a great job defending from Dame Zero.
Billy had over 20 seconds worth of time penalties. I just saw, Jesus. I don't know how many it is for a disqualification.
I mean, he's probably close to that point.
That's a lot of penalties. Hello?
Hello, Division 3 commentators.
Hello, congratulations. I can't remember where you came actually.
P2.
P2.
Yeah, P2.
Yeah, there we go. P2. That was a great race. Congratulations.
Awesome, thank you.
So you got our driver of the day. I can't remember where you started exactly, but I think you worked your way through the grid quite well.
Yeah.
And a lot of people struggle on those tyres.
Yeah, I started in P4 or 5, and then I got a damaged wing, maybe lap 8 or so. I hit that crowding door. Don't know if he broke too early. I'll have a look at that, but it was it was just a fight all the way through really. And then the safety car came out, pitted on mediums, and then carried on. And then there were just time penalties all over the place, so they helped a little bit.
I mean, you did an absolutely fantastic job. I mean, really well defending from Dame Zero, who was obviously on the quicker tyres.
Oh yeah,
you did a great job of defending. I'll give you that. Really great job.
Yeah, I saw him behind, and I was like, oh no, here he comes. he's gonna do it at some point. His back end was fishtailing a bit on some of the slow corners, so I was able to get out and get away from him.
Yeah, it was a really good job keeping in front of him, because we wasn't bored with it, and we saw his back end keep going. It's like, yeah, his tyres are dropped off now. So well done anyway on P2.
Nice, cheers, man. Thank you.
Have you got anything left to say to him?
No.
Sam?
Congratulations,
So,
P2.
Yeah, congratulations.
Best result in ERN since ever joining. Shame I had to go down a division to get it.
That's alright.
Beggars aren't choosers.
No.
But congratulations again. And that's all we've got time for tonight. Hope you'll enjoy the rest of your night. And thank you from ERN for this race. And good night.